This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you a little fancy self-portrait that I'm going to be shooting in this beautiful studio. I have this really nice dress on and I will be using these really dreamy filters to make the photos look super magical, and I can't wait to show you. So let's get right into the video. What I'm wearing at the moment is just a dress that I found. I think it looks pretty cute. I have these nice little earrings, as you can see. They're nice and gold. Let me focus on myself. Perfect. And then I have a pair of heels, probably flash shoe. It's cute. And then this is my setup. I will be shooting on the Canon R8 on the interval timer. I have my little microphone connected because I might be talking to the camera as well. And this is the wall. It's really pretty. The sun is very diffused. I can't wait. The filter is on as well. I have an adapter on this filter just because I have it for two different cameras. I have it for the Canon and the Sony. I have a bigger one for the Sony, and then I just use an adapter for the Canon.
As you guys know, I am not super comfortable in front of the camera still. I have gotten much better over the years, but it's still not quite where I want to be. So there's always a few things that I try to do when I am in front of the camera to make myself look and feel better, and it is incorporating as much shape and movement as possible. And what I mean by that, whenever I take my photos, as you see here, I am moving my hands a lot. I am trying to be very delicate with my movements. That's one thing that I've noticed with a lot of my shots, especially when I was beginning. My hand movements were so stiff and so freaking awkward. So now when I do that, I try to almost glide my fingertips on my body, and it looks much nicer and much less severe than it usually did. Also try to move as much as possible. As you see here, I'm taking little steps back and forward. I am changing the location of my hips. Sometimes when I'm looking into the camera, even though I have the screen, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. So I have a few things that I know work, and a lot of the time also sticking out your elbows and creating angles in your body always looks super nice.
Usually the first few shots that I do are tests, and I want to see what the frame is like. So I just want to scroll through the photos and see if the frame is right, if I'm looking good, if there's anything that needs to be changed. And then after that, I'll set it up again and run it until I'm happy. Really good. I love the filter. It's such a dreamy effect. I'm gonna change a few things. First thing first, I'm just gonna move stuff out of the way because there's this little stool and there's a chair in the shot. It's not a big deal. I can always remove it afterwards, but I don't really want to deal with it. So I also spread out the curtains a little bit because they were bunched out in one little area, and it was kind of creating a bit more too many shadows, I guess. So I'm gonna move this stuff, set up my camera again, and we'll be going with a few more, and then we'll play around with like sitting down on things and stuff just to spice it up. I only have this dress, so I want to get at least a few shots done, and we'll go from there. Actually, I forgot to take out the screen so I can see myself a little bit. Oh, much better. Wow.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Are you looking to create a stunning website that showcases your brand and tells your story? Look no further than Squarespace. With their easy-to-use platform and beautiful templates, you can design a professional and modern website in a matter of hours. Squarespace is perfect for photographers, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. Don't let the lack of coding skills hold you back from creating a website that you'll be proud to show off. There are hundreds of fully customizable templates to choose, so you can really make it your own. The platform is packed with features like e-commerce, SEO, and social media integrations, which is crucial when it comes to running your photography business. If you're like me and constantly on the phone or in meetings with clients, Squarespace offers you scheduling tools for your website as well. These tools allow you to create and manage appointments, bookings, and reservations through your Squarespace website. Your customers will be able to view your availability, schedule appointments, and pay for services directly at the site as well. If that sounds like something you'd like to try, make sure to go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to go, use my code squarespace.com/Anita. If you ever consider taking photos of yourself, do yourself a favor and make sure that your camera has an interval timer. The difference between regular timer and interval timer is that you can set up as many photos as you want, taken every few seconds, however you set it up. For me personally, I usually I get it to take around 100 photos and the images take every second. So I have 100 possibilities to get the shot that I want, which makes it so much easier.
For this next shot, I'm getting the Lder as a prop. I'm gonna try resting it. It doesn't look super sturdy, so I'll just rest on it very lightly. Same thing, set up my timer. It's really handy that I can see myself, because otherwise it becomes much more difficult.
I remember the days where I was working with a little remote control or doing things on timer. It's such a royal pain in the ass to do it this way, and I do not recommend it. Another thing that you have to keep in mind though when looking for interval timer cameras is to make sure that they have an interchangeable focus as well. The Sony that I have, the Sony a7R4, unfortunately does not, which is such a big bummer because I love that camera and I love shooting with it. However, I could not do it because once you set up the focus, it just stays in one way. So if you move out of the shot or if you move positions, you will be out of focus, which is so annoying. I know that the new R5 has it, but it's a much more expensive camera. I ended up getting a Canon R8 purely for the focus of taking self-portraits and maybe filming a little bit, and it is a huge life changer, especially if you have a flip-up screen as well, because then you can see yourself and you get multiple photos. And if you use a tripod, it's literally like having your own personal photographer, so I highly recommend a setup like that. Okay, so this pose is a very good example of, trying to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone and doing something that might be a bit more risque. As you see here, I'm literally straddling a chair, which is very out of people's comfort zone, but I feel like this photo actually looks so good. I'm not really showing anything. I have my leg in front of the camera, which kind of elevates it really nicely, and it's just such a nice bold pose, but at the same time it feels very effortless. So I definitely recommend that you guys maybe look up something on Pinterest and try a few things that you feel are a bit more adventurous but might actually work really well for you.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more look. I have this little ladder here, and I'm just going to be sitting on the ground and kind of resting myself against it. I think it's gonna look cute. Let's take a few photos. My model's coming for another shoot in a second, so I need to hurry up.
Whenever I do self-portraits, I always make sure that I have a good idea of styling. I think it elevates my photos so much. If I was to just stand against a plain wall in a t-shirt and jeans, it will be much harder to make the photos look interesting if I don't have a very wide repertoire of poses. You always want to make sure that you create an environment that is going to work in your favor as much as possible.
Okay guys, that's it for today. I just wrapped up and about to leave the studio. It's so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed the photos. Let me know what you guys think, and if you'd like to see more shoots like that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.